What's up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream here at Palmer Aquatics. I got a new fish, so I'm kind of pumped up about this. It is a flag cichlid, aka a festivum. These are super cool fish, and I figured I'd just do a live stream on these fish and kind of just hang out and what have you. So I'm gonna bring up the chat, see how everyone is doing tonight. Hopefully everyone is having a good night. Mr. B says, be right back. I'm gonna share this video. Monster Fish Keeping's in the house. He says, hey, hey. Paper Wasps says, hello, Brian P. What's up, Jordan Reynolds? Yo, yo. All right. So, the flag cichlid. How I came about this is I went to my local fish store. This is really simple. And I saw some festivums for sale. And these are South Americans. This is kind of like an underrated fish that a lot of people don't, they forget these are South Americans. And they don't grow as large as some of the other South Americans, so they're pretty cool. Monsters Fish Keeper says, shout me out. That's your shout out, bro. Redfin Aquatics says, shout me out. Everyone wants shout outs. Ah! What's up, guys? All right, so I'm gonna get on some websites. Actually, I wanna show you guys my fish first. We're gonna bring the camera over to the tank, and what I did was I threw him in just this general community tank. There's a bunch of tiger barbs in there, mollies. There's a bunch of silver dollars. There's African bushfish. It is kind of just like a mellow, it's a super mellow, just general tropical tank. So, all right. Make sure the audio is muted. Looks like the chat is blowing up. All right, guys, let's take a look at this fish. And I gotta remind you, this is just a juvenile, so this isn't a full size. This is just what it's going to look like as a juvenile. All right, so here's the tank he's in. This is a View Step Back, and this is a 75-gallon tank. All you guys know this tank, and I just threw some mollies in there, and the flag cichlid, there he is right there. Or I shouldn't call him a him because I really have no idea what he is, what sex he is. They're pretty difficult to sex, actually, even as adults. Some people say that, you know, the males are going to have longer anal fins or just have more finnage. I'm super happy with them, though. He's super active, and he's constantly feeding. Actually, I commonly will see him feeding on the duckweed up here. And even though cichlids are mainly protein-rich diets, he is eating a lot of green, so that's kind of cool. Big Smooth Aquatic says, what's up, Chris? Yeah, I'm super excited here. You can see I got a bunch of snail eggs coming in on this driftwood right there. I got a rosy barb right there. He's pretty cool. I have a pearl gourami. And I did a post on my Facebook of the flag cichlid, and was it on Facebook? No, it was in one of the Facebook groups. I told people, I said, if you can name this fish, I will give away $100,000 to you. It was kind of a joke, and a bunch of people actually said they thought it was a gourami fish because the flag cichlid, aka the festivum, has kind of like those feelers like gourami fish do. So it misled a lot of people, and I knew that would happen. So, and that's kind of the joke behind it. I actually didn't give away $100,000 because, let's be honest, I don't have that kind of money. So, all right, Matt's Monster Fish says, I deserve a shout out. Dude, everyone deserves shout outs, right? My face is a little red right now. I just got out of a scorching hot bath. I hadn't showered in days. I know it's kind of personal info, but some of you guys make fun of baths, but I really, truly believe a super hot bath can really just mellow your soul, and I get some deep thinking done in the bath. What I like to do is set aside my phone and just, not enough people just take a second to just kind of grasp everything in life and just soak it all in. Anyways, let's get to talking about this fish because these are super cool fish. Big Smooth Aquatic says, what's up? A&T Dirt Biking says, how's life? Life is great. Everything's going good. We have a lot of snow here in Minnesota. This is a weird year. This is a weird month for Minnesota. We had a polar vortex, which essentially we had the coldest day it had been in 20 years. And this year, or this month, we have a record a record month for the amount of snowfall that is sitting on the ground. So it's been a crazy winter this year in Minnesota. I gotta say, I love living here, but this is a little extreme because it's just bad timing. I've been wanting to work out in the shop and set up tanks and what have you, but it's just so cold. There's so much snow, I can't even like literally do anything. Now they're saying it's gonna warm up too fast to where we're gonna have flooding. All right, I'm rambling. All right, let's hit up some of these care guides online that talk about taking care of the festivum, aka the flag cichlid, or also called the barred cichlid. I forgot about that. So people are saying, yeah, that sucks about the weather. It is what it is. I'm not gonna let it reflect too much of my life because I can't stand when people are like, oh, it's raining, I'm depressed. It's like, dude, life must go on, you know what I'm saying? All right, so these fish are naturally from the Amazon waters, and this is from badmans.tropicalfish.com. This is a pretty reputable guide here. It says they can grow up to 4 inches, and I read on a couple different guides that the flag cichlid can grow 4 to 6 inches. So it's weird how when you cross, you know, whenever I do research on fish, what I do is I go through like 5 different resources and kind of just generalize it together, because some of them are going to say like they only grow 3 inches and the other is going to say they grow to 6 inches. So it's like, and it's when, you know, there's a lot of mixed information because in natural habitat they might grow to 6 inches, but in aquariums they might only grow to 3, but what have you. 30 gallons. So if a fish grows to 4 to 6 inches, I would say a 30-gallon minimum. I'm not on the same page. I'm gonna go with a 55 minimum size tank. Temperature, these are tropical fish, obviously the Amazon, so 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. God, the chat's blowing up. Sorry, I'm missing some of you guys. I'm just trying to, it's hard to like do a live stream and also talk to everyone. So why are you streaming so late? On weeknights, I will commonly stream at this time. So this, if you're wondering what times I stream during the weeknights, it's usually at this time. So what part of Florida are you from? You must be talking to someone else. I have a parrot cichlid too. Yes, I'm not talking about parrot cichlids, but you probably saw the blood parrots behind me, and all the fish are doing great. Everything's going good in the fish room. I'm getting new fish like I did in the video today. I'm setting up a goldfish tank, and I'm also setting up a planted tank down here on the floor, and I'm also working in the shop. I'm always just constantly doing a lot of things, and that's what I love about this hobby. Some people claim that like, oh, Chris, why aren't you doing this and that? It's just like, well, I'm kind of all over the place all the time because that's how it works, man. Like one day you'll just want to set up a dirted tank and just, that's how it works. So, all right, they are usually found in slow-moving waters. That's pretty common for any South American cichlid. They commonly will say, you know, they prefer slower-moving dark waters, and that's just what it is. Tank size, they're saying a 75-gallon tank on seriouslyfish.com. That's another good resource. Shout out to seriouslyfish.com. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have visited a lot of these websites. Maintenance. A well-planted tank with moderate water flow is ideal. I wouldn't say you need a planted tank. You don't need a planted tank, but that's probably the most ideal, like they said. All right, it is found in a wide range of temperatures, anywhere from 76 to 82. It is suggested in the aquarium. A pH of 6.0 to 8.0 will be tolerated. It kind of bothers me with these care guides how they even talk about pH, because we always advise people not to chase pH, but yet these care guides are the one that are misleading people to like screw with pH, and it kind of pisses me off. But it is what it is. They are generally omnivore by nature. Wild fish feed on worms, crustaceans, plant matter. Yeah, like I said, mine has actually been feeding on the duckweed. I'm very surprised. Usually cichlids, I mean, some cichlids do like plant vegetation, but for a South American, it's a hit or miss. What's probably happening is he's extremely hungry, and he's just happening to be biting on them. And what? Yeah. All right. Kendall says, hey man, what's up? I watch all your vids. Well, thank you, Kendall Stearns. Monica McNaught says, I am up late tonight. What is your favorite fish? It's a jaguar cichlid. And that I have 2 of them in the tank behind me. Pyro Hector says, howdy. He says, hello, Pyro. It seems a lot of people know Pyro, so that's cool. I am from Florida. Yes. I'm jealous. I feel like if I lived in Florida, like my life would be completely different because Florida is like the Jesus like capital of aquarium fish. Like you can go. I'm completely jealous because like some of the YouTube channels like Catch 'em All Fishing. I'm not telling you to go to his channel, but like he goes around catching all these crazy fish like cute Midas, jaguar cichlids. Like they have pretty much anything and everything in Florida. It's absolutely insane. Can you imagine just going down to like the ditch and catching guppies? Like that just doesn't happen here in Minnesota, and I'm completely jealous. But maybe fish wouldn't be as cool. Like when you can go and catch all those fish in Florida, maybe they're not as cool. Like, and I wouldn't be keeping as colorful fish. I don't know. It's just Florida. I want to travel there. That is on my list, and it's yeah. JH Aquatics says, what's up? How are you? Shout out to JH Aquatics. You should visit his channel. He's a live streamer as well. Super cool guy. I love your channel. Shout out to Jeff Rose Fish Keeping. He says, congrats on the 20,000 subscribers. Thank you, Jeff Rowe. I follow his channel too. 2 great channels you guys should check out. Absolutely love them. Yeah, guppies, man. It'd be so crazy to just go down in like the ditch and just catch wild guppies. Like, and Midas, like you see the pictures of people catching red devils that are like, and when fish are in the wild, you know what happens to them. They just explode in coloration. They're like literally, you can, they just feed on whatever they want, and it's not fair essentially, but it is, that's how it is. So, but yeah, I'm talking about my new fish here. I got a flag cichlid, or also known as a barred cichlid, aka a festivum, and it's commonly mixed up as like a gourami because they have the tentacle feelers. I'll give you guys another view here. He's super cool. I'm hoping he's not too slow of a grower because, same with my keyhole cichlids. I was told that keyhole cichlids, here's one right there, are extremely slow growers, but I've been feeding them like crazy and I'm hoping they do all right. So, but yeah, there is the barred cichlid. He's kind of small. He's a juvenile. You save a lot of money by buying juveniles versus full-size fish, and plus they're kind of hard to find because who is getting rid of full-size fish unless they're like too aggressive and you don't. Yeah, see, there he goes. He's gonna pick at. Nah, he's not gonna do it now. That's a DIY sponge filter. Some of you guys are judging me. It is what it is. Those things actually work pretty dang good. It's essentially just a 1-inch PVC piece of pipe, and I buy the foam, the 20 PPI, or yeah, 20 PPI sponge, and then I just cut it up and I drill holes in the pipe. Yeah, there's a whole video on that. If you search DIY sponge filter on YouTube, it'll come up. So, but yeah, I'm super excited. I've been feeding him. I don't want to overfeed him, but he is definitely getting enough food. Super excited. Let me know if you've actually kept these fish, because I'm looking for some cool pictures for a thumbnail, and I know some of you guys out there have cool like adult size ones. Someone is going to message me an adult barred cichlid, and it's just going to be extraordinary, because I don't really want to use the juvenile fish as a thumbnail, you know what I mean, because it's just not as like, it's not as catchy looking. Sorry, this camera's bugging me. Bugging at me. All right, I'm just gonna leave it because I know it's annoying as a viewer. So, all right, let's hit up the chat a little bit more. To summarize, taking care of the barred cichlid, the flag cichlid, it's essentially super easy. They're a South American fish. South Americans are my favorite fish of all because they're so easy to take care of. They're not overly aggressive. They're sturdy. They usually have a lot of coloration. I mean, how can you not love South Americans? All right. Do you have any experience All right, I'm in Alberta, Canada, says Monica. Yes, you know the struggle of the weather this year too, probably, huh? Caleb Aquatic says, congrats on 20K. Yes, thank you, sir. I never would have thought that I would have grown this large. It's absolutely crazy. I'm literally just hanging out with people and just doing care guides, setting up my fish tanks. This is, it's what I love. I was a little afraid to like jump into this whole live streaming thing because I saw the popularity growing and I was like, dude, I should try that. And like, I was nervous, but I've been obsessed ever since I've done it, and it's really thrilling, and it's just cool to meet all these people. Like Aquarium Monster says, squad up, like the fish fams for reals, love it. Pyro Hector says, I'm in Chicago. Yes, so you also know the struggle. Are you going to, isn't the next aquatic experience in Chicago? I've been trying to get to some of these events. People keep contacting me and they're like, Chris, are you going to this and that? And it's really hard when you have a new toddler, a young toddler, because, you know, I don't want to leave my wife with all the parenting. Like, I wouldn't want her to leave me for 4 days, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, Chris just spent 45 minutes to get on here. I don't know what you're saying. It took you 45 minutes to drive home, or what? It just took you 45 minutes. I don't understand that. How do you get private messages? You can email me at palmeraquatics@gmail.com, or you can add me on Facebook, or you can just comment on this video. I try to hit up all the comments. So, still very cold here. Yeah, it was negative like 5 yesterday, I believe, so it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream on that. I essentially just wanted to show you guys my new fish and taking care of just some of the research I've been doing on this. I mean, I knew the Festivum was a South American, but I wanted to make sure I didn't forget any of the basics. Like maybe if it, you know, most of the South Americans are very, very similar, but I want to go over some of the basics. Whenever I get a fish, what I do is do a recap on some of the research on just some of the care guides and what have you. So, because I really don't want to miss something. Like sometimes certain fish, like the Geophagus family, really prefers sand. Sometimes with substrate, I have to worry because I mainly keep gravel tanks. So it's, you just got to watch small variables in like tank temperatures. Sometimes I get nervous. Like I was going to buy an axolotl not too long ago, and I quickly jumped online and they were like, you need to have really cold temperatures or else they almost feel like they get sickly. And I'm like, well, that's, all my tanks are in this room right now and it's heated, so I'm not getting an axolotl. So it's good I jumped on. That's preach, do research before you buy things. So, all right, guys, I think I'm going to hit up a movie with my wife. I've been kind of just trying to do some more family time lately. I'm still doing videos and live streams, but ever since my wife got in her car accident, I'm trying to kind of like set aside enough time for my family, and it's close to my heart. So so many movies. Yes, dude, you can't, movies are, that's a whole other rant, but movies cure your soul, and I feel like you can learn a lot of things from movies too. Like, that's a whole other side rant, but I'll probably be doing a bunch of live streams the rest of this week around this time. So if you guys have any ideas on doing live streams, hit up the comment section. Yeah, this summarizes today's care guide on taking care of the flag cichlid, aka the barred cichlid or the Festivum. All right, guys, take it easy and have a good night or have a good day, whatever time zone you're in. All right, guys, see you later. Ending stream. Bucktooth Tetris, someone says. Yes.